the present. I'm just stuck in the past. So then I had to be more present, and that's a journey. Like there's
Mhm.
a lot of times where, something happens, like, Mother's Day, my birthday, like Chinese New Year's. Whenever that happens, it triggers that, memory back to like the past. So it definitely take a while for me. I went to therapy. I went to energy healing, anything you can think of. Nothing have to do with like drugs or anything. It's just my
Mhm.
health. It's about my health. So yeah, in 2020 during COVID, I discovered a lump in my left breast.
Mhm.
And so long story short, it went like, step by step. In the hindsight, because of COVID, it was really fast because not many people they're not allowed to go to the ER if it's not severe.
Mhm.
So for me, it was pretty fast. It was a doctor checkup, said check your mammogram, did that, and right away they're like, okay, we should put you on ultrasound, check that out, and they did that. They're like, okay, you need to come back in a few days. We want to do a biopsy. We did a biopsy, and within like 4 days or 5 days, I got a phone call from my doctor, and usually you don't get a phone call if it's nothing, right? So right away, my heart was just like in my throat. I'm just like, what's happening?
Mhm.
Answered, and she's just started talking, and I don't remember much what she said, but all I remember was the word tumor.
Mhm.
And I was like, and then I'm still like, so do you mean like, does tumor mean I have cancer? And
Mhm.
she's like, yes, that means you have cancer.
Mhm.
And that was just like just I don't know what happened. In that moment, I'm just like trying to breathe. I
Mhm.
don't know if I breathe or not. I just like by the end of the phone call, I'm just in so much shock because I was so young. At the time, I was still like I was 35, 36, and I'm just like, how could this happen to a young person? Like I don't understand it. Like I've never heard of that. And why? Like, why me? And, there's a lot of questions I want answers for, but at the time, I was just solely focused on, okay, what to do? What do I do next? How do I survive? So basically, they scheduled a lumpectomy for me.
Mhm.
Um, it was successful. However, after the surgery, they did more testing around the tissue of the tumor, and the tissues had more non-invasive cancer cells. The one that's in the tumor is the invasive one, and that's why they scheduled me really quick. Like during COVID, it's like, okay, nobody's there. She goes. And so they scheduled me really quick, did the first surgery. No one was there with me because of COVID. I had to go through everything by myself. I do have two friends that was really close to me that was outside. See, that's a moment I'm like, I need my family. I miss my family. Anyways, my friends are from my family now. And then they found it's 70% of my breast is cancerous. After the first lumpectomy, they did more testing. They sent me for another MRI. And I asked them to do both my boobs now. Okay, just do both. Like if I have problems, just take them. Like I want to survive, I want to live.
Right.
And they said, your other boob is fine, but this boob is 70% cancerous cells. If we do another lumpectomy, you're going to have a deformed boob. So if you don't want that, we should just take the entire breast tissue and we
Mhm.
do a reconstructive surgery and put a plastic bag in you.
Mhm.
And I thought about that and I was like, okay, first of all, yes, mastectomy, full mastectomy, take the breast tissue out.
Mhm.
Two, do I want to put another plastic bag in my body, which potentially can cause other type of cancers, like for your lymph nodes? And also, it's a foreign object in your body, and your body is going to reject it for the rest of your life. And it's not rest of your life that the bag can stay. It's only every 10 years, 10 to 15 years, you have to open the wound, take
Yeah.
the old bag out, put a new bag in. It's just like non-stopping potential taking bomb and more like health damaging stuff in your body. Why would I want that? Like in theory, I don't want that, right? But
Mhm.
in reality, it's like it's basically an amputation. Like do I want to cut my entire breast off and just have no breast now? Like if I don't have the bag? So it
Mhm.
was a dilemma I had back and forth to myself. And then in the end, I really valued my health. I didn't want to take something toxic away from my body, losing my breast, and then put another toxic thing in. So in the end, I decided to go with flat closure, meaning no reconstructive surgery for a boob looking thing.
Mhm.
But
Right.
I did end up with having a plastic surgeon to close in nicely because sometimes the cancer surgeon doesn't necessarily do the closing
Mhm.
well. Yeah, so we had a flat closure. But before I made that decision, I wrote a song called Nine More Days. And 9 more days was because in 9 more days I'm going to that surgery. So but this song is about a love letter to something you really love and you don't want to let go, but you know it's no longer serving you. It's not good for you anymore. You just have to say goodbye to them and you're fighting for your life. You're going to love this new version of you're going to love this new version of your body. And to me, my most worry at the time, because I was, I was still kind of like, not married, doesn't have kids. I was like, is any person's going to love me because now I'm missing a boob? And I told myself, I said, if someone doesn't love you just because you're missing a boob, then that's not someone you want to be with. Because I also don't associate my femininity with having two boobs. Like I can still present myself and be myself, have that feminine side without having one boob. Like missing one boob is to me, I convince myself that it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna live and you're gonna enjoy life. And that's the most important thing. And you're gonna find someone who's gonna love you for who you are. That's the reason why I'm sharing this story now, is because my album is out, this song is out there. I want everybody who need this song to give them a little support, a little like comfort and just like a little hug, and just want people to know that, and to be honest, I wrote the song in a very subtle way so that you are not gonna know it's about it's not a love letter for my boob. It's a song about just saying goodbye to something you love so much, but it's toxic to you and it's no longer helping you anymore. It's killing you and you need to let go. And so, yeah, I want to share this story now just because I think so many women or even like family members, if you don't have boobs, if you're a guy, but you probably know women who suffer from breast cancer, they might benefit from listening to the song. And, I just want to be out there to help people. And I was very lucky that after the surgery is done, they took my fascia out and they tested everything. It's all contained. Like it hasn't spread into my lymph nodes. They took 2 of my lymph nodes out. I had to do a bunch of like physiotherapy because like, if you don't use this part of your body, once it's after the surgery, you can lose the mobility. So I was very strict at every 2 hours. I need to stretch. I need to go out. And so if you actually look at my social media, if you see my hair, my bob cut hair, those are the days after my surgery because I was like, okay, I can't deal with my long hair and I need to cut it. And also just a way of be like, here I come. Like, I'm so strong. Like, I really love the movie Alita, the Battle Angel. And I was like, you know what? Just be like a strong chick now. Like, I need to fight for my life. I need to fight for me, for the women in the world, for like, be strong. So if anybody wants to scroll down on my Instagram, you can tell when is the moment that I had surgery. And then from there and on, it's just a recovery. I didn't end up having radiation or chemo because nothing has spread elsewhere. But I was asked to get on estrogen blocker, which is tamoxifen. But I declined because I learned so much about how did a young woman get to this point. Because like you can try to fix the problem just by like removing it, sure. But like what's stopping this coming back? And how did I even get here? I had so many questions. So I asked all these questions on my own. I mean, I asked my doctors too, but like no one really could explain this to me. I don't have the breast cancer gene in my family. We tested out. Nothing could explain this except the years of stress prior and the diet, the food I was eating. And so I looked more into it, and I truly believe that it's because of the dairy products and the meat products that I was intaking. I signed myself up into this program called plant-based nutrition. I have a certificate in that now, and I know how to take care of myself and not let extra estrogen enter my body, which is all from animal products. I didn't know that. Now I know all animal products have estrogen, and no plant-based product has estrogen. But soy has phytoestrogen. Sorry, I'm going into more detail of like diet and food. I'm a nerd in that now because of what I've been through. But anyways, One More Day was about that.
换句说，一切都是最好的安排，每天还装出一副仁爱，普通人承受所有绝望与苦难，你却说这是最好的安排。你每日喊冤的说辞非常的苍白，妄想给你妈妈洗白，开创营销顺流派，加拿大温哥华市长也把你给锤，你以为找到了后台，他拿你当前途障碍，你居然好意思 十几年不入内地。你现在每日发帖呼吸素食主义，你吃素保护了动物，可你和谐吃人类，血肉之躯，你写个说一切最好的安排，实际上是给你马戏拜，你却不怀歉，也没有一句道歉，却说一切是最好的安排。现在一副美食家笑，保护动物为骄傲，忽视东北老家的受害者们。最近大家发现你苍老，听说你加拿大倦鸟，网友取代结局，让你无血生涯画上句号。换句说一切都是最好的安排，为何你辩解却无力苍白？我不及子女，前提是会不及子女，你正好证明了这个理论。如果说一切都是最好的安排，那就让你一生经历悲哀，受害者承受所有绝望和无奈，你却说这是最好的安排，你最有赢的才是最好的安排。他们说一切都是最好的安排，就让爱教我学会原来。
不想听我讲，不想听我解释，你没有这样的现在有些人他确实是没有这样的能力去接受你说的东西，因为他们没有这样的经历。
从未见过有如此厚颜无耻之人。2014年，曲婉婷母亲张明洁被捕；2021年，曲婉婷母亲被判无期徒刑；2026年，曲婉婷尝试复出。这个视频盘点一下这12年来曲婉婷做了什么。一，当年因为曲婉婷是歌红人不红，所以案件关注度没有那么大，但曲婉婷一直在网络上给自己的母亲喊冤，且一直主张的是完全无罪，甚至在外网诋毁下岗工人，所以她的种种作秀让张明洁案在网络上热度高居不下，很多人质疑。二，曲婉婷在2016年写的歌曲《最好的安排》明确是写给自己贪腐的母亲的，并且在歌词里面说希望有一天能够再见到你的身影，希望无奈不公画上句号，所以这首歌这2年在短视频平台火了，是非常离谱的事情。三，曲婉婷母亲张明洁案件终审前，曲婉婷把她在东北的大姨张明坤拉出来录视频说张明洁身体不好太可怜了，依旧主张完全无罪。四，2019年之后开始标榜自己是动保主义者和素食主义者，并且表示在中国国内我接受的教育是看到虫子就拍死，现在我知道放生，从小到大没有人告诉我人不吃肉也可以活，如果你喝了牛奶，小牛喝什么呢？实在是虚伪至极。但网友被恶心到了，反击2句，他又不愿意了，说是网络暴力。5，和时任温哥华市长罗品信恋爱，2013年认识罗品信，罗品信2014年和妻子离婚，火速官宣恋情，2013年后就在社交平台上和现实生活当中公开为罗品信助选。6，更抽象的是温哥华雪灾期间，曲婉婷、罗品信2个人去外地度假了，事情闹大之后，罗品信为了保护自己的地位和曲婉婷分手，转头娶了韩裔 Island Park。罗品信去年升任加拿大住房建设部部长，而曲婉从分手后在加拿大国内曝光度直线下滑。7，给母亲喊冤却不回国还钱，云孝顺这个词就是形容他的。对了，还曾经承诺过如果母亲被正式判刑就回国，但现在被正式判刑好几年了也没回。8，和罗品信分手后一度被加拿大音乐公司抛弃，2021年签约台湾一家音乐公司，发单曲《哑巴》说自己被网民网络暴力，后来又说自己已经原谅攻击自己的网友了。这首歌没什么水花，所以2026年又尝试复出了。9，前面说了，他2021年还出歌骂大陆网友，今年就出来穿个中国运动服给大伙儿拜年，前拒而后攻，思之发酵。10，天天回复网友评论找骂，前2年还说自己换国籍是遭遇了网暴，不敢回国是因为网友误解，简直罄竹难书，随便一个举动都槽点满满，所以他被骂一点不冤，甚至事情刚爆出来时还有网友同情他，觉得不应该连坐，但现在大家都觉得连坐了算了。